Welcome to the Scalpel of Truth podcast, the members-only inner circle club for VIP Bitchachos, with your host, Leisa Krauss, the bitch and beautician, also known as the Profit Queen. And don't worry, the cursing and salty language is already included in your club fees. As a business consultant with over 30 years in the industry, Leisa is a no-nonsense profit strategist, international speaker, motivational sales trainer, and thought leader. Known for her bold, unapologetic style, she coaches med spa owners, managers, and providers all over the world to become high-end profit powerhouses. Her practice growth strategies are sharp, her stories even sharper, and her panache for bringing the spice, the sharpest. So get ready to transform your practice into a wildly successful luxury brand. Buckle up, Bitchachos. Leisa is about to slice and dice another episode of The Scalpel of Truth.
What's up, my badass Bitchachos? Welcome back to the Scalpel of Truth, where we cut through the bullshit in this industry and get straight to what you need to know about growing your med spa empire. I'm your host, Leisa, aka the bitch and beautician, Leisa Krauss, and today's episode is about something you may love, dread, or totally avoid altogether, and that's performance reviews. That's right, it's what I've coined harsh truths about high standards. Here's the legal part I need to read. This podcast is presented solely for educational entertainment purposes. Guys, I'm just your beauty business bitch. I'm not a licensed therapist or an HR representative, nor am I a lawyer. This platform's used to share my experiences with what's made me a successful service provider, a manager, and a business consultant for those whom I coach. Got it? Beautiful. Now, if you're the type of person who thinks performance reviews are just a once-a-year box to check, I've got news for you. You are doing it wrong. And if you don't do them at all, brace yourself and buckle up because you are about to get schooled. We're diving into the real reasons why these are critical to your practice, how often to do them, and what to cover so you can maximize your team's potential. Cut the dead weight and keep your practice thriving. I'm going to be spilling the tea and serving it up piping hot. So, let's go. Let's start with the basics. Why the hell are performance reviews so important anyways? Let's do truth talk. Your practice is only as strong as your weakest link. So you've got a team member slacking. Your whole operation is going to suffer. So performance reviews are built on the following. Number one, accountability. You need to set clear expectations so everyone knows the role and how to totally crush it. Then celebrate those wins. People need to feel seen. Don't just call them out when they're messing up. Shout them out when they are also killing it. This is one of the main reasons actually, that people will leave your practice and you will have high turnover. You've got to celebrate those wins. And then course correct early. Address small issues before they become major problems. So let me put it to you this way. Skipping reviews is like skipping your skincare routine. You're never going to do that. You may look fine for a day or two if you skipped your skincare, but give it a few months and you're going to be wondering why everything is fucking falling apart. You're going to look tore up from the floor up. How often should we do reviews? Lots of folks do them annually. Bitch, no, you're not going to do them annually. That's old school. That's corporate nonsense. This is a med spa. We're not an insurance company, okay? So here is what I think you should be doing, in my professional opinion, in being in this industry for 30 years. Quarterly deep dives, absolutely mandatory. These are your serious sit-downs where you discuss metrics, goals, and overall performance. But we do need to do a quick and dirty before those quarterly performance reviews. Those are what I like to refer to as our temperature checks. I've talked about this before. That's your monthly check-in, your touch point. It's quick, a little bit informal. It's a chat to address immediate issues and celebrate those small wins. So why quarterly and monthly? Because the beauty industry moves so fast. If you wait a year to tell someone they're underperforming, you've wasted months of potential revenue And you're likely going to be resentful as fuck and ready to lose your marbles by that point. So, what goes into a killer performance review? Let's touch on that. We're going data, guys. We're not going feelings, okay? Numbers don't lie, but feelings can be misleading. So I want you to be tracking and discussing those KPIs. Those are your key performance indicators. Your feedback is going to be grounded in facts and not feelings. If you need to have some assistance around your KPIs, please reach out for some consulting. Let's get you cooking with gas on these KPIs. Let's start this year off right, depending on when you're listening to this episode, I guess. But it's always good to start any time off right by getting your shit together and getting these things down on paper. Let's be real. If you've got a staffer who's always trying her best, but never hitting her goals, she's missing the mark on those KPIs, she's showing up late, not recommending or selling retail or your memberships, it's time for a heart-to-heart. And most likely a pink slip. If she's doing all of those things, it's bad enough if she's doing one of those things and needs a talking to. If you're doing all those things, it's going to be time to go. And you know how I feel about that. It's good to have a performance review and talk about it and say, okay, I'm going to review this in the next 30 days and there better be significant improvement on this. These are so important. I can't stress this enough, especially when it comes to practice success. Performance reviews are where it's at. You do your touch points monthly and you make sure you're doing your team meetings weekly. Guys, I know that seems a lot, but success leaves a trail. Those folks out there doing once a month team meetings, not enough. The ones that are doing once a week team meetings, higher generation of revenue, and those folks are killing it. If you're a general listener, this is where I love you and leave you. This is where we part ways. You've got the foundation, but if you want the actionable pearls, the stuff that'll take your med spa from meh to magnificent, you have to join Club Bitchacho, okay? I'm telling you, that is going to be crucial in your med spa success. Because, honey, you get the cow on these general episodes, but the milk ain't free. You know what I'm saying? So, for my VIPs, stay tuned because I'm about to give you the exact steps, scripts, and strategies to perform these reviews and make them bulletproof. Absolutely outstanding. And for the rest of you, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to share this podcast with your friends and your colleagues. And for those who shout me out on social media and the podcast, I adore you, and I cannot thank you enough for bringing awareness to the podcast, and I appreciate you so much. So make sure to tag me when you're shouting out because I want to shout you out back, and I would love to invite you to check out some of my consulting services and workshops. I do get booked up quickly, so reach out and see where my availability is at so that we can maybe work together. And then until next time, I want you to keep crushing it. Stay focused, stay fabulous, and know when to let those lazy-ass practice boat anchors go, okay? So ciao for now. I'll see you on the next one.
Go away, just see things stay the way they are.